We the people.
After a year of political turmoil, the question of voting rights has again become a frontline issue for Americans. In October, protesters demanded federal action for what they see as eroding freedoms.
All across the nation, states are making it harder for veterans with disabilities to receive an absentee ballot.
The Freedom to Vote Act will mean that all those dark money groups and pass-through corporations will have to tell us where the money is coming from so that we can fight back.
You have come to stand up.
Helen Butler's home state of Georgia made significant changes to its election laws following a politically charged vote audit and the Secretary of State's unwillingness to illegitimately certify the results for Donald Trump.
Our legislature is going to draw unfair maps that will let one party have more political influence than the other and not necessarily listen to the will of the people. We won't have Medicaid expansion. We won't have affordable education for our students, college students. We won't be able to have representation that looks like us and will care about our issues.
Voting rights is not just some other issue alongside other issues. It gets to the heart of who we are in the first place, a democracy.
Two new bills proposed by Democrats in Congress would set national standards for voter ID requirements, restrict partisan gerrymandering, expand early and absentee voting, and bring back federal oversight of discrimination in state laws in the Voting Rights Act. But Republicans say that the Democrats are overreaching.
Republicans believe, and I think they're right, that states should be allowed to require photo identification for voters, and that a lot of the other features of this legislation that the Democrats are pushing, like taxpayer funding for campaigns, really are not good ideas and shouldn't be packaged together with more basic voting reforms.
I don't quite understand how you call it democracy when you can't even bring a bill to the floor to be discussed. The filibuster has got to go.
A century-old Senate rule called the filibuster is allowing Republicans to keep the bills from a simple majority vote, which would increase the chances that these bills pass. Democrats remain split on whether to take the historic but controversial step of reforming or eliminating the filibuster. The stakes are high.
What I'm particularly worried about now is the possibility of a stolen election in 2024. We're now in a situation where polarization is so high that Republicans vote against any kind of reform to our voting system to make it easier for people to vote. And it's just frankly shocking to me.
People are raising these basic questions about whose interests our system serves and whether it needs to be radically changed. But I think that any reforms that we pursue should be coupled with a strong public message that we should have confidence in the system. It's really come through for us even under adversity.